Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on a clock from Hulu about a woman's biological clock, and then it turns into a horror movie. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 11 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. If there was ever a movie that had to be made by a group of feminists, it looks like this movie. This looks like yet another, and it's so casual at this point. It's like, oh, motherhood. Who loves that? It's like all her friends are having kids. She doesn't want to have kids, and they turn it into, I don't know, a big deal. Then I guess she suddenly does want kids because then she goes to a doctor. What do you want, Joan? You're over here griping. Relax. Relax. All right, relax. Thank you. So I'm not exactly sure what the... So here's a scary scene. I don't know what does this come from. She goes to a doctor and they give her experimental hormones, I guess, so she'll be more fertile, or she'll experience the desire of wanting a kid. You either want a kid or you don't. Like, okay, she doesn't have a biological clock. She doesn't want kids. Her husband is insanely supportive and says, I don't care either way. Either way, you're great. And it's like all her friends are obsessed with it. I mean, maybe just have kids or don't. I mean, maybe just make up your mind. I don't understand this movie. I don't understand what the purpose of this movie is. You know, why are you turning motherhood into a horror show? It's not normal. I know, LA writers. Do you have to go? Do you have important doggy things to do? All right, fine. Jesus.
Go ahead.
It just seems to be yet more Hollywood assault on motherhood kind of stuff. I don't quite get it. Do these people not have mothers? Oh, right, they do, because everybody does. Like, what is wrong with you? If you don't want to have kids, that's fine. I didn't want to have kids. I don't obsess over it. But I'm not a woman. It's a little different for women. And I could see why they'd be a little more, you know, sensitive to the subject. But this seems like, oh, motherhood, ew. You know, they used to make movies about motherhood, not like debating whether or not it should be a thing. I kind of think it should be a thing, or we're all just, you know, cease existing and the human race dies out. You know? It's this weird push Hollywood seems to have, like, oh, no, don't have families. Never. Oh, God. Maybe we'll come up with a scientific version where you just, you know, deposit your genetic stuff, and then you could go your merry way and keep having degenerate sex and take drugs and get drunk. It's like they can't even show you her life and how much better it is without kids. They kind of can't, because what they show you in a brief montage is she goes to work, she goes out having a good time and has sex with her husband. Those things still exist whether you have kids or not. So it's not like, you know what I mean? Maybe you could argue the career. Okay, some people want to have careers, whatever. You know, it just feels like a movie written by a bunch of childless weirdos in Hollywood and LA, living the life and not realizing the clock is ticking. Not sure what the purpose of this movie is, so I'll take a stab at the 3 acts. First act, all her friends bug her about having a kid, and she doesn't want one. Okay. End of movie? I mean, so at some point, I guess her father is like pushing her to have kids, and her husband. They discuss it. The father is, or her husband is, either way I'm fine with it. Seems like a weird take. Seems like he would have some thoughts on that, but okay, they're already married. They seem to have a lot of money. Money doesn't seem to be an issue. So it's all up to her. It's all up to the woman. For some reason, she decides to go to a doctor because she doesn't have the same biological clock as her friends. And then there's a doctor who treats her for that, to like create the desire for children. I don't know if that's necessarily a thing, judging. I mean, if that is a thing, doesn't that undermine your feminist argument? And if it's not a thing, I mean, I don't know. I don't. The biological clock thing just is kind of an expression, right? I think. I don't think it's an actual thing. It's just that women get to be a certain age and they realize their time to have children is growing short, and then they want to have them because they want to have everything, and they wasted a lot of time partying, and now they realize, oh no, I'll never have kids if I don't have them now. So if she didn't want to have kids, I don't understand why she's going for this treatment. Anyhow, she gets the treatment and scary things start to happen. And I don't know. I mean, the nice ending would be she has a kid and then all the scary stuff goes away. And she realizes, oh, that was for nothing. I'm not sure how else it ends. Maybe she goes crazy and then it's fine. I don't know. If this is like a super ultra feminist movie, I imagine it's like she goes through this and then at the end of it she goes, no, I won't have a baby, or has an abortion. I don't know. Who is this movie for? Okay, so first off, men are right out. They're just out. Every man who sees this will go, I don't want to see that. Nope, she's not hot enough for me to see this movie. Nope, I'm out. So there's half the audience. Goodbye. It's not for kids. Definitely not for kids. So that eliminates another portion of the audience. I don't think it's for old people. Older folks. So you're just sort of hitting that late fertile market, I guess. Single woman in her 30s trying to get some validation that she's not married yet and won't have kids. It's a tiny market. Again, I don't understand the desire to make stuff less broad. Right, I get, like, if you're going down the rabbit hole on some details, a historical thing, or classics, or whatever, that's one thing. But this seems to be purposely designed to appeal to such a tiny audience. And they're probably not even going to watch it. Even that audience, I would question whether or not, be like, I mean, a lot of women just have kids. I don't think they want to see this. I don't know if they could relate to it, really. So that just leaves the single weirdos who are determined not to have kids and are being bugged by their parents. That's a pretty tight window. But let's read they've got a write-up. Okay. Directed and written by Alexis Jacknow from Again and the upcoming The Villager. Clock is the story of a woman who enrolls in a clinical trial to try and fix her seemingly broken biological clock after friends, family, and society pressures her to have children. She has no will of her own, apparently. Diana Agron, Shiva Baby, forthcoming acid ban. El Aguido leads as Ella with Jay Alley, Carnival Row, and Daredevil as her husband, and Saul Rubinek, Unforgiven, and Frasier, oh yeah, I know him, as her father. Melora Hardin, The Office, and Bold Type features as the pioneering doctor managing Elsa's treatment. Doesn't even sound like a story. It sounds like a doctor's appointment. What the heck are you making here, Hulu? Where's the story in this? So she's going to have this treatment to what? To change her mind? Like, couldn't she just do that intellectually speaking? You know what? I should have a baby because I want to continue the family lineage and I'm not getting any younger. Or No, it'll ruin my career. I don't have time for this. I don't think I'll be a good parent. I'm a terrible person. Something. Weird. Weird take, Hulu. Would I watch it? What are you insane? I'm not gonna watch this. I don't have Hulu anyway, but I tell me in the comments if you'd watch this movie. Like, is this something you'd watch? I don't even think I'd watch this if the person I was dating said, "Oh, we have to watch Clock." I'd be like, I don't think we do. I think I have a list of 1,000 movies better than that, or more interesting sounding. So anyhow, that's it. Sorry to dump all over your movie, but I really don't know what to say about it. It just seems such a weird take. Maybe I'm an ignorant hillbilly who knows nothing. Anyhow, April 28th, if you want to see it. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Squirmy Little Joan. I'll be at the Florence Library in Roebling. I point up there because my calendar's up there. In Roebling, New Jersey at 6:30 p.m., just a few hours from now. Hope to see you there. And we'll see you